Hello and good day everyone. I am Nathaniel Sean Johnny from Group 1 for the Animal Farm presentation. Our group is going to talk about major characters from the novel. So we chose two major characters from the novel to present, and they are first, Napoleon, the so-called leader of the animal farm after the rebellion, and of course, Snowball, the most intelligent and ambitious pig from the farm. Now we are going to talk about Napoleon. Who is Napoleon? Well, in a nutshell, Napoleon is only interested in strengthening his power over Animal Farm, and he is one violent so-called leader. However, even though he called himself a leader, he never makes a single contribution to the revolution. Now I'm going to hand this presentation over to my groupmate Patrice.
Okay, so now I am going to continue Sean's presentation. So next, Napoleon also likes to rely on violence, which is with his guard dogs, because he wants to achieve what he wants. Okay, so Napoleon uses violence to consolidate and enforce his power, and also to instill fear in the other animals on the farm, so that the other animals are afraid of him. Okay, so next, Napoleon also likes to give himself rewards and title. He likes to give himself a bunch of fancy titles, although the fact that he doesn't deserve the title. Okay, so last but not least, Napoleon also is not as wise as Snowball. So that is probably one of the reasons why he is actually afraid of Snowball's intelligence.
Hi, I'm Nian, and now I'm going to proceed with Snowball. Snowball, in a nutshell, is actually a good leader of the animal farm. He is an intelligent, innovative pig who's trying his best to spread animalism by bringing literacy to the farm so the animals can be better in intellectual, moral, and physical ways. Snowball put his heart and soul onto this, and he managed to influence others with his intelligence and compassion, but his idealism leads to his downfall. Now, what is his downfall? He got chased away from the farm by Napoleon's guard dogs. Even after he's gone, his name kept getting mentioned afterwards, and Napoleon will always blame him. Why? Because he's relying only on the force of his own logic to gain his influence. Well, it's normal for us to be attracted by intelligence, but we are scared of terrorism. Hence, he proves no match for Napoleon's show-off brute force.
Okay, next, we will focus on the comparison between Snowball's characteristic and Napoleon's. First, Snowball is a better leader obviously, because Snowball will always come up with better idea than Napoleon, which brings benefits to the animals. Next, Snowball is quicker in speech. In the story, Snowball often won majority by his excellent and open-minded speech because he knows how to attack the audience focus effectively. Snowball is also innovative and ambitious. This can be seen when he comes up with the idea of constructing windmills that can generate electricity, which can help to ease the animals' heavy burdens in farming. This is also for their better future. Next, Snowball is much more independent than Napoleon. Snowball seeks better improvement for the farm by reading the Mr. Jones' old magazines all by himself, and also comes up with the idea of windmill from the learning that he gained from the magazine. This shows that he can do it all by himself, that brings so much benefits towards the farms and animals. Next, Snowball seems to win the loyalty of the other animals and cement his power in earlier part of the novel. This is because Snowball shows the ideal role of a leader because he never lies to the rest of the animals, and when he comes up with a solution, he will also help them in order to achieve the solutions, not just sitting and commanding the other animals.
In my point of view, both characters are equally important because we can see the difference between two types of leader. First, the downfall of the powerless. We can see the downfall of someone without no powers, such as Snowball. It is a hurtful reality that one with no power are not capable of barely anything. As example, we as citizens, we can voice out our opinions about something, but that doesn't mean it can be changed immediately. However, politicians hold more power than us. Let's not go far and see how politicians doesn't get sued for not wearing face masks, yet citizens receive the opposite treatment. What I'm trying to say here, people that are powerless can't do much. Second, how power itself that corrupts. As for Napoleon, he is power hungry. He used to work together with Snowball, but because of his greediness, he changes to become a cruel leader. Throughout the novel, we can see how Napoleon is self-important and unable to accept that he's wrong. This kind of attitude of a leader will bring harms towards their citizens. His character clearly shows how power can destroy someone.
In my point of view, I can relate myself to the story with our current situation. For me personally, when I read the novel, I am quite shocked but not surprised because Napoleon wasn't a good leader at all, and he abuses his power, and I am really scared if our country is led by someone who has the mindset like Napoleon. And the characters in the novel basically showed how the politic world works, and it is really scary.
Okay, next, for my point of view, I believe that power is everything when it comes to ruling a government, because from the story, I see that Napoleon, even though he's not good in leadership, but he has power, which is the nine dots. While Snowball, he has the leadership skills, but he doesn't have power and backup. So he got eliminated in the story because he has no power. Same goes to the citizens or the animals where they don't have power to speak but their rights. They have to keep in silence because if they speak their rights, they might get punished and die. So that they can only follow the orders of those who are above them, which is Napoleon. Next, it can manipulate the truth and blind people who are devoted to the administration. If because in the story I learned that when you are at the top and you do mistakes, you tend to cover it up because you don't want to lose your position because people will see you as someone that is not good in leadership. In this story, Napoleon comes up with rumors about Snowball, who always destroys their strategy and renovation on the windmill, which is not true at all because he wants to everyone to believe in him and always follow his orders. So in this story, it shows how scary it is in politics and government if the leadership and the leader is not that good, isn't that suitable for the position.
So next is my point of view. So I believe that power is the root of all evil in a communism style government. So next is also in my personal opinion, for me a society cannot exist if the leader is self corrupt. Okay, so hence we need to use our power in a positive way. So as power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. To conclude, actually both of these characters they provide a very important lesson for all readers. So we should actually take the good side of their character and don't don't take the bad side of the character. So that is all from our group. Thank you.